Yeah. Planetary trader. Charts lit. Wrist tight. Inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk a fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast. ES play it smooth, YM respect the highs. Let the candle choose, prop firm rules. Yeah, we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk to find, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on the deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators cluttering my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins, consistency. Slow grind, fast life. Charts don't lie, cut losses quick, let winners ride. Funded accounts, yeah, that's the plan. Sidebar break, execute it. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund a dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. Pine tree trader, yeah, we build on rules. Price action only, that's the tool. From sin to payout, yeah, we stay clean. Inside the pines, that's the thing.
Yo, what's good? Yo, Lay, what's up? What's up, Lay? Digital Nukes in the house. Indian Baron, Wild Boar, Crazy Chris, DL Smith, Tony Gold. What is up? Echo Trader Pro, Zero, what is up? What's up? What's up? Anyone been able to fix the trade rate lag at market open? I don't know. Mine was okay today. So, how was everyone's day? Rage GT, what's up? John buys my distressed real estate. You saw me on My Funded Futures? Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. I'm there every single morning, 10 a.m. Did I make money today? I did. So I have one funded account. No, that's a lie. I have a bunch of Apex funded accounts, but I'm still waiting on my payout approval or denial, whichever comes. I don't know. It should be an approval, but so I didn't trade any of those Apex accounts, right? And my funded futures, I passed a flex account. Finally. So I passed a my funded futures flex account, and then I made 470 bucks on it today. And I took 2 trades. Took a short here, and then we started to get a little push up, and I just jumped in and took a little $100 scalp here. But we went short. I went short based off this Harami here. I covered at the VWAP. How about that cover though, huh? Woo! I like that. About 20 points. So up 470 bucks. And past 2 Take Profit Trader Pro, 2 Take Profit Trader accounts. And yeah, that's what we gotta go. Approved Pine, yeah. So Blackout News, what's up? What's up? What's up? Let me adjust my chat here. So I got two of the I got YouTube Shorts going again. YouTube Shorts going on again. Hey, Rome Dog, Real Robot, Sherry in the house, JLD54, chopped the hell out of my accounts the last 2 days, Mr. Smith. Not hard. It's Mo Bro. We got Keegan in the house. Got smoked. What's up? Was up 250 bucks. Now I'm down 500 on my evals. Oh man, I'm using Funded Pro for the first time. Is it good? Funded. Oh, my Funded Futures Pro. Yeah, it's the best account they have. My Funded Futures Pro is a great account because there's like once you hit the targets or whatever, you don't have to trade it every day. You only have to flip every 5 days, and then you can request on day 14, which seems like crazy, but you can make. So on my Funded Futures Pro account, you could make like 4,000 in 1 day. And then essentially flip until day 14 and then request a payout. So I've never actually done very well on the pro accounts. Guys, smash that like button. Thank you so much for being here. Let's take a look at the markets real quick. Let's see what we got going on. So anyways, yeah, so that's what I got going. I got my Funded Futures Flex account. This one right here is 5 days of what, $150 or more. Then you request up to 50%. So day 1, 470 bucks in the books. I would like to have made $4,000, but yeah, just a little base hit. I've been struggling trying to get payouts in my Funded Futures lately. Now I was looking back. I was looking back at my Funded Futures statement from basically since I've started my Funded Futures, and I wanted to know like how I was doing with my Funded Futures alone. So I felt like with my Funded Futures, I haven't really done the best. Like this, it's not my most profitable prop firm. But turns out I am still net profitable with my Funded Futures. I went back to 2024 when I first started trading with my Funded Futures. And so I'm actually net profitable, but only by about 3,500 bucks. So that's going to change. I'm going to start see what I can do with my Funded Futures. So let's see what we can do. Let's go, Eric Lake. What's up? Yo, Jim in the house. Do you like the rapid accounts? I do. I got one right here that I'm actually going to work on tonight. I got it to 50%, and hopefully we can get this one passed. So I do like the rapid accounts to get the daily payouts. I really, really do. I like Take Profit Trader, Trade Day, My Funded Futures Rapids to get those daily payouts. Tradeify's got one too. I actually never traded the Tradeify one, but the interesting one about the Tradeify is that you can actually trade the news, I believe, with the rapid account, which is kind of nuts. Should be flipping my rapid today, tomorrow. Let's go. Strange. Nice work. So, man, my phone is going nuts. Ba-ba-ba. My stepmother's driving me nuts. She's sending me texts. Don't you know I'm trying to work here? Trying to do my thing. And do my thing. Hey, Okato. What's up, Eric Lake? Hey, Chris Trades in NV. I get my 1750 tomorrow, and I'm up 1100 on my next payout till I hit 2K in a few days, and I 2K also, and have a live that pays 3K a week. Let's go. Nice work, Eric. Hey, Orlando. All right, let's take a look at the market. A few minutes before the market opens. So here's what I found interesting, and last night, NASDAQ. This was last night's open, right? We were here trading it. We had a gap down, and it immediately reversed, filled the gap, put in this outside bar, never looked back. So very interesting, right? It would have been a beautiful trade to have just said, well, we're going to take the long off this hourly inside bar, stop at the low. Remember, I was talking about it, but it was just like, man, how do you do that? It's just so wide. 200 points. You could do it with one micro, maybe, but still. And ended up being the low of the day. So very interesting here. And we pushed right back up to that 25,000. I am trading the new contract. In case anyone's wondering, I am on the M contract. But basically, we're right back at that 25,000 level. So that level that we've been at, you can see if I span it out here. Look where we're at. Remember this box I made like 2 weeks ago? Well, guess where we're at? Right back in the middle of it. So very interesting. We'll see if we can get some scalps. I will trade this My Funded Futures account. This was the account that I was down last night, this rapid account. I mean, this flex account. This flex account I was down last night. I ended up passing it, even though I was down, I think, what, $300-400 last night when I got off stream. I ended up passing it today. I started trading a little bit more aggressive during the market open, looking for some scalps just after I hopped off stream on the My Funded Futures stream. So that's where I'm at. How you guys doing? How you guys doing today? What's up, Lost Penny? Today I'm green, just like the funny green stuff. Nice. All right, market's open, guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Casino is open. Do me a favor, smash that like button. My Funded Futures Flex account, 5 days of $150 and more. You can draw 50%. Just like the old Top Step accounts. The evals are 50% consistency, right? Or maybe not. Sorry. I don't some reason I thought they were. Maybe they're not. Man, all these companies changing all the time. Yeah, 50% consistency on the eval. Oh, 5 days of $100 or more. Sorry, 5 days of $100. Oh, that's on the 25K. Yeah, 5 days of $150 or more on the 50K. Minimum payout is $250. Maximum payout is $5,000. So, and it's 50% requested. So if you make $10,000 on the account, you can request $5,000. But if you make, let's just say, $2,000 and you have 5 days of $150 or more, you can request $1,000. So you can request half of it. So it's very similar to the old XFAs, Top Step. All right, getting a little push down here, 856. Chris Knopf in the house. What's up? 2 day to pass. Yep. Everything's 2 day to pass with My Funded Futures except the pro account if you add on the 1 day to pass add-on. But here's the thing, and you know, I didn't know this. My Funded Futures, you can activate the same day. So I passed this account right here today, and then I activated it, and then I was able to trade, and it was quick too. I mean, I was practically like this move I passed the account on. This move down, I ended up passing the account on, and then I was able to activate it and then get a trade and catch some more of the short. Like literally, because I'm like, I think we're headed to the VWAP, and I think we're headed to break this 5-minute ORB. So that's exactly what I traded. You can see it right here, 855 to 836, basically looking for the break of the breach of both sides of the 5-minute orb, right? So you can actually activate the same day. Same thing as Lucid. So I didn't actually know that with My Funded Futures until recently. Cheating Chopra, what's up? What a wild swing in the video news. Went from 40 to 52.9. Is that what this was? Is that what this 100-something point candle? Was this the news? Yeah, was that the NVIDIA thing? Yeah. So I went to lunch, and I was coming back, and I was watching another streamer. I was just sitting on my couch, just chilling for a minute, and I saw this. I wasn't actually trading, and I saw the big spike. I go, what was that? So yeah, that was a crazy little spike there. What a rug pull. I mean, it went up 130 points or so, and then dropped right back down. Nuts. So for news, guys, this week, let's check out the news real quick while I'm waiting for a little setup. So news this week, as far as economic news, we have FOMC on Wednesday. That is the main one, right? That's the main thing. FOMC Wednesday afternoon. So that's the main one to watch out for. Everything else, I mean, we do have PPI that morning, so that is something to watch as well. But pretty much FOMC, PPI, Thursday, Friday, unemployment claims, but nothing serious, you know. And then Friday, really nothing. So FOMC, so Wednesday's the big day. Wednesday's the big day. Do I plan on taking a long market close with an outside bar on the daily candle? I don't really base things off the daily candles so much. But, so if anything, what I do is I'll look at the hourly. But yeah, right now I'm not really looking for anything in particular. I don't have any bias. Nice little drop here on NQ. See if we can actually hold this low at 832s. So what I'll do, MACD, is this is something I like to trade, so this might be something I try. Is fading the 5-minute ORB. So we broke it to the downside. 86% chance that we will break both sides of this at some point of the day. Doesn't have to be on this next candle. But if we get a nice harami close, what I'll do is look for a long. If we break above it, I'll target the opposite side. That'll be my first trade just to try it. I'll trade it small. If it hits, it'll be a nice decent trade. If it doesn't, then I'll take a little paper cut and then we'll move on to the next one. So that's the game plan at the moment. It provides a beautiful trade if it does work. So I got 2 streams going on in case you guys are confused. I got the YouTube shorts going on just in case. I need to up my YouTube short videos and stuff game. And it's pretty easy to clip if I stream onto both. So I used to do it a lot, but oh, thanks, Eric. Appreciate that, man. Spaces, what is up? Couldn't even get out before I ripped back up. Give us a big ass dump, Matty Matt. I mean, the afternoon after that Nvidia news, it did just pull back. But right now we're sitting right at the bottom of that range, so if we break below it, besides the outlier up in here, I mean, we're just kind of sitting in this range at the moment. So be interesting if we do get a nice close below it. If we get continuation, yeah, just stuck. This is on the 5-minute chart too. So let's take a look at gold and silver. So gold trying to buy or go higher. We'll take a look at oil. A little gap up on oil. Am I making that up? It's a little gap up on oil. Let me refresh this, make sure. Yeah, we have a little open gap on oil just like last night. Try for a little short, a little scalp, if I can get it. Same trade as last night, basically. What is going on? I'm having that Tradeovate lag that you guys were talking about. That's what I'm getting right now. I'm having wicked Tradeovate lag. All right, took profit there. A little 66 bucks. Oh, on the funded account. I didn't even want to be on that account, but 66 bucks to start today. Not bad. Let's go back to NASDAQ. See how NASDAQ's going to close. All right, I got a harami here on NASDAQ. So here's my game plan. If we break 60, around 60, I might look for a long back to the opposite side. You lagging on trade C too? Interesting. Hey, Elite, welcome. Thanks for joining. New here. How's the market looking? Got a little bit of a range so far. Not too bad. 40 points. A whopping 40 points. Looking for a little scalps, kind of see money, take money. That's what I'm looking for. All right, I'm looking for a break above 60, 860 for NASDAQ. Take it to the high. If it goes. Elliot, how big is the stream delay? Oh, it should be pretty quick. Sometimes I don't see when I'm trading, I'm not looking at the chat. Actually, this is not live. This is pre-recorded. Oh, thanks, Rum Dog. Really helps us. Oh yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, if you guys are new here, any questions or anything, you know I'm an open book, so I welcome all questions. If you guys when I'm in the morning on My Funded Futures TV, feel free to come in and ask questions there. As far as whatever, Obviously, if you come over to My Funded Futures TV in the morning, I can't answer any questions about any other prop firms, right? But here, feel free to ask any questions you have about prop firms or whatever. Doesn't really matter. You guys are part of the show. I really appreciate the lurkers. I appreciate everyone that's in the chat. So I'm an AI. Yeah, that's right, Eddie. Am I drinking a natty light tonight? No. No, Apple. This is actually just lemon ginger tea. Lemon ginger tea. I'm a complete noob trying to get my first account on another platform. Elite. Any questions you say, Brandon? That's right, Brandon. Which is the new contract. I mean, you can ask any question you want. Whether or not I answer it is a whole different ballgame. But because actually, sometimes I see questions or comments in the chat. And here's what I do. I just ignore them when I don't want to answer. Pretend I didn't see them. I'm long. Stop at the low. I didn't quite wait for the break here. But we got some zero prints up top here. I'll get to your I see your thing down there, Elite. Your new question here. But stops at the low. Looking to break this Harami, but I do see some zero prints up and through here. So maybe trying to front run this a little bit. Hopefully I don't pay for it, which can happen. But just 3 micros. Really would like, yeah, that's the break we want to see right there. I want to see that break. Okay. This makes me feel a little better. Now I'll just leave it, let it work. If it doesn't want to work, that's fine too, right? We'll take the L. I'm complete noob trying to get my first account on another platform. Made $260, but trying to see if it's worth trading after hours. Oh, Elite. I mean, you can catch some nice moves during the Globex session, the Asia markets, but you really just have to, it depends on your trading style and and what strategies you trade. So, it's best to just find that how should I say? It's best to find the session. So whether or not it's London, New York, Asia, it's best to find the session that works for you and then trade it. You don't have to trade all day. I'm a big believer in making one or two trades a day, 1 to 3 trades max on a funded account. That's how I find most of my success. Now I trade a lot for streaming. But when I trade my funded accounts, I'm basically looking for 1 to 3 trades a day. That's it. Which copy trader do I use? So right now I'm using TradeSyncer. Digital Nukes, you want a rapid account? Let's go. You ever take a position that goes against you, then it comes back and literally stalls on your entry? Sits there and sees like minutes, then you max it and it goes in your favor. Oh, all the time, Steve-O. That's why I hate break-even stops. Why am I? Oh, I'm on the wrong account. Sorry. There we go. This is my trade. I hate break-even stops. I really do. I like to trade momentum, so I really don't get a chance to have the break-even. So when I'm trading New York, when it's going in my favor, I'll either trail the stop if it's an intraday. If it's an intraday trailing account, I'll trail the stop in the profit most of the time. But I kind of hate throwing that on there. I mean, really, it's like if you take the trade, you accept your risk and go about your day. Like, if you're trading small enough, I'm gonna place this rate below that 842 level on on the NQ. So I'm just getting $103. But yeah, just about like, you know, keeping or trading small enough where you can accept your loss, you know. But it's like I said, it's kind of your own trading style. Like Forex Ike that was on today, he trails his stop pretty heavily, pretty quickly. So if it goes into his profit, because he's trading on momentum, him and I actually trade very, very similar. Now I look for inside bars, outside bars, and harami candles, but I don't always trade them. Sometimes I'm just looking at some momentum. Well, looks like this trade's not going to work. Looks like we're going to go lower. So down $109 on this account, up 66 on this account. So down about $25 total. All right, we'll look for the next trade. But yeah, his world trades in a house. Are there prop firms that don't require buffer once funded? Let me check something real for you. I kind of think. Not really. The pro account from MyFunded Futures is actually, it's $1,000 that you can request minimum, but there's really not much of a buffer. That MyFunded Futures Pro account. There used to be one from MyFunded Futures, but it's gone. It's called. We miss it. You could withdraw into the buffer, or actually there was not much of a buffer, but when you made the withdrawal, you could withdraw into the buffers, but that's gone. Ooh, Coach Set in the house. Guru. You can't trade at all? You're having some lag issue? That's weird. Yeah, I've heard. Well, are you... Maybe it's the old contract? I'm on the new contract, Coach Set. Is the old contract gapping around? That could be it. Let's see. Let me go back to the chat here. Yeah, we're getting that push down here. So stopped out. So big outside bar here playing out right now. I tried to take the long to go back into it and got stopped. That's kind of what kind of made me mad today was I took this short here on YM. So while I was on stream, MyFunded Futures TV, I went short right here. It came up, took me out, wicked me out. Market makers were watching. It wicked me out, and then it dumped and sold off. And that was the high of the day. I was not happy. Man, I wasn't happy. Let's see. Yeah, I use TradeSync, the Trader 205, but I also just I use TradeSyncer for Apex, but I use the built-in Trade-of-8 copy trader for the other props usually. My crotch. I don't know. I don't know nothing about Michael. I don't know anything about that, Mike Raj. I don't have. I just won't say anything. I was gonna say I don't have Patrick Whelan's money to for lawyers like that. I think I said what's up. His Royal Trades D-Bond 24641 is where Trade C says NQ is at. Yeah, it's on the old contract. So I'm trading the new contracts. I'm on M. NQM. Pegasus Flyer, you've already passed the giveaway account. Awesome. Oh, you're about ready to take a payout, Pegasus? On that Rapid account that I gave away? That is awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome, guys. Give it up for Pegasus. Can you buy... you can't do it right now, Chris Hoy. You can't buy 20 accounts at once. They are working on that. But right now, you can only buy them one by one, I believe, unless that's changed. I know they're working on it. Should it be J6? No, I mean, I think I'm on the right contract, right? Oops. Yeah, I'm on NQM6. Pegasus Flyer, I'd love for you to come on My Funded Futures TV. We're looking for guests. If you come on, or at least come in the chat tomorrow morning and say what's up. But they give out that flyer, that form to fill out every day. They're looking for guests, so that'd be awesome. Plus, you can get a little plug. See, you can say, "I want an account from Pine Tree." I put it on a timer and I'm willing to wait for a trade to work. Oh, nice, Steve-O. 52 profit. Let's go, Rome Dog. Oh, where are we at? What about Lucid? Oh, Lucid Flex. Yeah, Lucid Flex is very similar too, guys. Lucid is one of my favorite prop firms by far. They're in the top 5 now. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I gotta get some more accounts. Right now, I'm just trying to work on take profit trader accounts. Get those done. ESM6, yep, that's what I'm trading. Even Thinkorswim is lagging? No, that's weird. DGen in the house. Nice name. Blake Fosslin, I passed my accounts, but then my psychology isn't willing to accept having to build a buffer again. Yeah, it's all about patience, right, Blake? It's all about patience. Look at that nasty NASDAQ. I'm hopping in long here. I'm long, looking for the high a day. But yeah, it's about patience when you get your funded account, because what happens is we trade our you know, eval accounts very, very aggressively, right? Try to get them passed, all that good stuff. And when we get to the funded stage, we have to learn to slow down, or we end up losing the accounts really quick. And you know what sucks is trying to pass these accounts all the time, you know? I'm long on my funded as well, off that VWAP. Risk a little bit. I'm about 66 bucks. See if we can bounce off that VWAP, take out that high. That'll get me my traded day in if that happens. I'm also long on the eval. Practically an outside bar there. Not quite, but I think we might run these wicks up here. Almost looks like an equal high, but it's not. So long on the funded, long on the evals. In quite heavy on the evals. But just 3 micros on this funded. Kind of like what I was just saying. You know, I don't want to go in full port on this funded. You know, I'm willing to risk 100 something bucks on this trade. See if we take out the 5-minute ORB. Do I invest? Yeah. Pretty much like JEPQ, dividend stocks, things like that. That's what I like. What's up, Bella? Smokey in the house. You do okay today? I did. So I didn't trade my Apex accounts. I'm waiting on my so the only funded accounts right now I have is Apex and my funded futures at the moment. And I'm waiting on my take profit trader accounts to get activated into pros, which actually should be today. And then once my Apex accounts are approved, my payouts approved, then I can trade those. So I really didn't do that much trading today, Smokey. Ended up passing this my funded futures account and then made 400 something bucks on it. Same day activation, which is really sweet. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Come on, get up there. You don't want to breach that opposite side. Legs bleeding out slowly, lost penny. It could. No, I don't watch any of that stuff, Mike. Just The Bachelor, Bachelorette, all that. I don't. No. What's that one I like? I do like some trash TV. I have to think. Oh, Love on the Spectrum. That's my favorite TV show in the world. Love on the Spectrum, season 1. Best show ever. Glenn in the house. Eric Lake. What's up, John Walk? I think I said what's up, John Walk. I don't know. Might have missed you. The deleting and blowing evals on the rhythmic dashboard? Yeah, I don't know how that works. Jay Styles. John buys distressed real estate. Oh, yeah. I'm trading M6. Yep. What firm do I prefer? Apex, My Funded Futures, Take Profit Trader, or Tradeify? You can't go wrong with any of them. Svic. You really can't go wrong with any of them. I'm not. That's all the ones I really trade. I do trade Bulanox too, and Lucid. Well, here's what you guys know. My recipe: Take Profit Trader, daily payout accounts. Number 1 for me. get those daily payout accounts. That way I can slowly build up my Apex, my funded futures accounts. So once I'm at daily payouts, nothing really matters to me until I get to those daily payouts. Once I get those daily payouts, then what I do is I try to slowly build my, like when I'm copy trading my Apex accounts. This is why well, if I get approved, it'll be over 50 something thousand in Apex payouts this year alone. And it's because I only trade those. I trade those small and I trade them like babies. But in the meantime, I was kind of like, you know, trading minis on my take profit trader a little bit, you know, if I caught a good move. And same with Tradeify. I ended up having some nice payouts with Tradeify this year already. Tradeify, $1,800, $3,600, $4,500. That's just with Tradeify this year. You know who I haven't gotten a payout with this year? My funded futures. Not yet. Not this year. But if you were on earlier, I was saying I am net profitable with my funded futures. So I saw a tweet about something about being profitable with my funded futures, and they wanted to like have influencers volunteer or whatever. And so I was like, well, that's kind of funny. I'm gonna run my numbers. So I went back to 2024 last night. It was late last night. I ran my numbers and I'm like net profitable with them by like $3,500. It's nothing crazy. But yeah. Oh, I'm way behind in the chat again. Sorry, guys. When does TPT update the dashboard, Biblical? Usually within an hour and a half after the market reopens. Been watching a lot of Pawn Stars recently. Lance Briefcase. That's a good field show, Real Robot. Pine used to binge watch Jersey Shore back in the day. I'd probably laid on the couch watching Jersey Shore at one point. Coach said I'm literally the only one in the chat panel. Yeah, not many people chat on over there, but I see ya. I just gotta think to look back and forth. Blew your account today, Dynamite? Oh man, sorry to hear that. Oh, you've been here for a week. No one can see your text, John Walk. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's been acting up with the chat stuff. So sometimes you guys are chatting. I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring most of you, but sometimes I just don't see it. It's something weird going on. What is going on? I'm getting kabooshed again. Do I prefer TPT 50Ks or 150Ks? So I've been trading a lot of 150Ks with TPT lately. It just kind of gives me a little more size and room to move around. But I mean, I've done well with 25Ks too. So, but yeah, I've been trading the 150Ks lately. That's my plan once I get consistently going small daily payouts on TPT and trade day and then build up some big accounts on Apex. That's exactly what I do, Pats. Trader Daryl. That's exactly what I do. That's my recipe. I gotta get caught up in the chat here. I'm just gonna breeze through it real quick. 3 TPT accounts are boss. Now I take, yeah. You get those 5 take profit trader accounts, get daily payouts every single day. It'll change the game. For sure. Oh, Geographic Explorers. Yeah. That ain't right, Lost Penny. Yeah, no one's in there except you and me. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. I appreciate it. Even though this trade's going south. See if we can hold that low. Doesn't look good though. It's funny, helpful. Yeah. Hey, Rufio. Yo, Pine, I've been working on an indicator that'll give you an alert every 5-minute inside candles forming 15 seconds before it closes. Better for keeping track of opportunities. Oh, nice, Rufio. I like it. I watch more Jersey Shore more than I would like to admit, John. Yeah. Looking to add volume and cumulative delta to gauge probability of it working. Nice. I'll be curious on what you find out. That is, I do like that stuff. Investors, Krishnoff. You let your membership lapse? Oh man, Krishnoff. That's right. You were able to get in some of the giveaways, the members only giveaways earlier in the week. So exciting that Pegasus took a giveaway account and has already gotten to a payout. And so My Funded Futures, the rapid plan, you can say you bought an account today, you hit 50. So say you bought a 50K, you hit 50% on it, which is $1,500 today. And then on Wednesday, you hit another $1,500 on it. You can pass the account, activate it on day 2, activate it, and then potentially get a daily payout on day 3. Like you're already, you've already made the money, so you can get that daily payout. So in 3 days, essentially, you can actually have that daily payout in your bank account. Maybe even, but like in 2 days, you can actually get that payout. So, wow, I guess we don't want to take out the 5-minute ORB. Stopped out there. That one hurt. Big time. What the? That's the way this Apex. That's the way this Asia market's going for me lately. And then look at that. Then it takes out the low and then bounces right back up. What do they call that? What do you ICT people call that? Seek and destroy? I don't know exactly what seek and destroy means, but I just got seeked and destroyed. There's an order block right below the night. When do you make take profit daily payouts? What time during the day, Chris? New York, mostly. Sometimes at night, after the Asia market opens. I'm already over it. I'm already annoyed. But I'll trade all the time, Chris. I mean, for the most part, I'll trade. So Take Profit Trader, when I have that account, that is my push the button account. That's what I call it. So I'll trade that whenever. The other accounts, no. I treat those like babies. I gotta skin up, guys. Whew. It's hot. Do I watch the live with Forex Ike? Did I watch it today on My Funded Futures? Yeah, Glenn. Yeah, I've known Ike for a little while. We follow each other on Twitter and stuff, and he comes in this chat sometimes and hangs out. He's a cool dude. Good trader. Like I said, I actually trade very, very similar to him. like the trade I made today, right? Do you see any inside bars or anything like that I traded and made that 500 bucks today or 470 bucks? Literally, this is what I'm looking at. Market's pushing down. I see a low. This 5-minute ORB, just like what I just tried to do there, but got smoked. I'm like, this is the first 5-minute candle in New York. I'm like, this 5-minute low is gonna get taken out. This is what I'm saying in my head, you know, I'm thinking out loud. So what I do is I hop in. I have a stop up here, you know, I have a good size stop, and I'm trading on momentum. Boom, comes down, hits it almost by the tick. I bottom tick covered. That was a 20-point trade. So 20.1 mini. I'm like, wow, that was a good first trade on the brand new funded account. We start to push back up, put in this big outside bar. What I do, hop in long. I says, you know, I think I want to make a little bit more, like maybe like $100 more. Hopped in, looked for 5 points, bang. That was it. See money, take money. I mean, I really wasn't looking at the inside bars or anything on those. I was just trading on the momentum there in New York. So Ike and I actually trade very, very similar, which is very, very interesting, right? Very interesting. I like his whole approach. It's about keeping it simple. I mean, it really doesn't have to be that difficult. You don't want that paralysis by over-analysis sometimes. We can get caught up in that for sure. But yeah, good dude. If you guys haven't checked it out, go back to My Funny Futures TV and check out Forex Ike on with Ash today. It's a pretty good interview. Smart guy. How do I trade My Funny Futures after I pass an eval? Oh, how do I trade intraday? Well, I haven't really traded any My Funny Futures intraday accounts yet, funded, to be honest with you, Chris. Like I said, I have not gotten a My Funny Futures payout yet this year. But with Apex, with the intraday trailing, I simply just trail my stop. Or I trade small enough where I know where I can just accept my stop. I'm perfectly okay taking a $200 or $300 loss on the day on my Apex accounts. You know, when I'm copy trading them all, I'll just look for those little $200, $300 moves. But yeah, it's kind of, the trick is to just trail your stop. That's the trick. Oh, man. Let's take a look at CL. Nice inside bar long on CL. I'm annoyed with that trade, guys. Again, I was annoyed last night too with the market. I'm fighting the revenge. I'm fighting the revenge. Just because, like, God, this trade works. Nah, you know, it is what it is. I'd say 90% of the time, but even 90% of the time, you're gonna lose. Asian market opening, meaning, yeah, so actually the Asian market opens at 7, unfortunately now for this stream, because before the time change, because we had to move the clocks, it used to open 1 hour into my show. Now it's 2 hours into my show when I usually hop off. So we got an inside bar, but man, I keep getting burned going long. But do we try again if we break to the upside? I think I'll try again. Possibly I'm going to take this inside bar break. Don't know if I like it. I mean, just because I feel like I just keep getting beat up. MNQ is already broken to the upside. So it could be just like I'm getting a weird, like it could all just be in my head, but I could just be getting like these weird signals where, because we're having that rollover. So I gotta blame something. I gotta blame something. Taking a cheap long here. Cheap long. So we got MNQ kind of broke to the upside, broke off that inside bar. NQ did not. Stops at the low. If I get stopped out on this, then I'm done with this account for now. This is on the funded, so just get another $100. Lassie for trader, long oil, short M&Q. Good luck. I almost have funded long for the bounce in May 2018. Oh, nice. What's up, Stevie J? March has been rough. Started with 24 accounts. Got cash out now at 1 account. Yeah, that's the nice thing about trading props, though. You know, it's. I mean, you lost some accounts, but you made some money, and not all is lost. You know, compared to like trading a personal. You know. I sold gold, should I hold? It's up to you, man. Sold gold, should I hold? I don't know. I can't tell you what to do, but I mean, right now we are. It looks a little choppy. We're just sitting on that VWAP. I gotta focus on this trade though. You got fried your Lucid accounts. Do I watch basketball 7? Yeah, I do. I'll watch a little college basketball if I have time to sit down. I do like watching a little college ball. Look at how jumpy the market is. You see that little jump? Look at this. Hey, Daryl, what's up? Prince, what platform do I trade on? So this is Trade of 8, My Funny Futures. Your last My Funny Futures payout was last year, yeah. So this year I've made most money on Apex. That's the most money I've made. Take Profit Trader and Tradeify. Those are my those are the big ones this year. I have gotten trade day payouts and I've gotten Bulanox payouts this year. Yeah, that's it. What is this price action? This is that rollover stuff. Look at the volume. It's just so weird looking. Low volume, like big wide spreads. Come on, get up there. Just push up there, test that VWAP. I don't care if you come down after that. Oof. Stopped out again. Down 221 on the old funded. How do you lock out on Trade of 8? It depends on the prop firm, Dimitri. So it depends on the prop firm whether or not they have the lockout button. Right now, My Funny Futures, I don't think Apex has it either. My Funny Futures doesn't have it. So I think it's with, yeah, they don't have the lockout yet. It's gonna take me out and then go, or is that what it's gonna do? Using NQH, yeah. NQM is, I believe, is a new contract, right? Am I off? Yeah, NQM's the new one. Yeah, I'm trying to trade off the new one. Well, it doesn't matter. This failed. Day 2, $2,320 on the eval. Oh, nice. Let's go. Almost there, man. Almost there. Yeah, $1,500 a day is what you can make max on to stay under that 50% consistency on my funded futures on that eval. It's reacting to oil, moving around a little bit. Yeah, let me take a look at oil here. Yeah, oil's pushing up higher. I'm about to blow this again today, Blackout News. Don't do that. Hey, Mama Pond in the house. What's up? Click on the sliders on the top right. They have the account settings there you can set. All right, market's pushed down here, 24,377. I've tried 3 longs. I've gotten stopped out both times. So I think we're going lower, right? Trend is your friend, apparently. Trend is your friend. Down quite a bit on this eval. Took a big hit on that one. Still got $1,000 in drawdown left, so not all is lost. So I made 50% on it today. I just gave most of it back. So not all is lost. I'm not gonna try to like full port it to get it back to even. Down 221 on this My Funded Futures Flex. Don't you hate how they start you off at 0? I always like it when it looks like this. It's kind of a mine thing. They start you off at 0 sometimes on the funded accounts. I hate that. It's just like that mine thing, you know? Especially when you start to slip under. Top of the hour here in just 6 minutes. I need some more volume here. Now we'll go up. F this. Yeah, that's what it did. I mean, it swept that low, pushed back up, swept the low, pushed back up. But, I mean, overall, we are just kind of fading ever since that NVIDIA news. So we've just been fading lower. We're in that downwards channel. Keep trying to catch the reversal here, but we're right at the low of the big range. You can see right here, low here, low here, low here, and we're right there. So this is an interesting spot. ORB, here we go. By design. Is design? I don't see design. Where's design? Oh, you know what? He's hanging out with other streamers. That's where he is. We know he's hanging out with other streamers. DJ Demetrius says buy new ones and use full size Matty Matt. Yeah. Sometimes you feel like tilty like that, and it just happens, you know. Still short from 654. Nice. Nice short. Where's your target at? Where are you looking for a target, Israel? You're looking down here in this gap? 820s? 815s? Who else is streaming tonight? Nobody. Just me, Matty Matt. I'm the only one that streams on the Globex Open. You think anyone else wants to trade this crap? I'm the only one that wants to trade this crap. For you guys. Take 570s. Oh, you'll take 570. Nice. Oh, you're on the old contract too, 654. I'm just kidding, Matty Matt. What do you think about oil? Well, I like this inside bar. Maybe we take it. I don't like trading just before the new hour, though. I hate that. I hate those inside bars just before the new hour. So that new hour pops up, and then it does this. Snip, snap, snip, snap. But right now, I mean, oil is just overall looking really bullish, which is probably why Nasdaq's just slowly creeping to the downside, right? I gotta make Occasion LA some money so we can get YouTube Premium. We gotta make some money here. Come on. Let's give me a good setup here, Nasdaq. I'm just kidding. So the reason why this is the reason why I have ads on, because I literally make like $150 a month. But when you have YouTube ads on, YouTube doesn't want to push out my stream without being able to sell ads. So when I have ads on, it pushes out my stream. Because it'll say, well, this stream's pretty popular, and it pushes out into the YouTube algorithm. So that way other traders find the channel and then end up. So that's the reason why. I actually have it on the lowest setting because I don't make any money from it. Most of the money I make from YouTube, I make around $300 to $400 total a month. And what it's mostly from you guys donating and the memberships. But yeah, as far as AdSense, it's horrible. Every once in a while on my long form video, I'll make like, I think I made like $60 or something on a long form video. But yeah, it's pretty low. But yeah, I was just trolling occasion. But yeah, that's the reason. I'll show you. This is what I'm gonna make this month. $475. So anywhere between 3 to 510. That's what I'll make. And it's mostly from this is mostly from donations and stuff. $211 from memberships, $15.67 from the supers and gifts. But yeah, I'll make a little bit. I mean, like my long form, the silver strategy one made me $5 this month. So hey, it's not. Hey, it's a cup of coffee. So yeah, it's not much. That's what I make. But yeah, it's not much. Cup of coffee. Enough to pay my health insurance. Enough to think, pay a health insurance when I can get it. Maybe. Yeah, I love you too, man. Thank you, Cajun. I appreciate you guys hanging out, Now it's going up. I'm off. This is like, I'm off on this. Maybe maybe I'll try some gold or something. Maybe I'll have a little better luck. The price action just seems, this is just freaking stupid. Or B. Right, Robert. Yeah. But look at that pump. Hey, thank you, Tommy C. Appreciate you. I used your code a ton last week. Again today. I need to get a grip on my new evals. Oh, I appreciate that, Lance. Thank you for using code PINE. I really appreciate that. Use ad blocker, no ads, no on Netflix, Prime Video. Oh, nice. Indian burn. I have YouTube Premium because I enjoy it for the music. That's all I use for music now is YouTube Premium. So when I'm in my 30-year-old Corolla and I'm bumping and I'm cruising the streets, you know, like today I was listening to the little clips. If you guys know the little clips, just bumping to some grinding, little Warren G, regulate. I love it for the YouTube, the music. Do you have a subwoofer in the back? I do not. I used to have the subwoofers. I used to have. Would you guys used to have the systems? Back in high school, man, everyone had systems in the car. I had nothing fancy because I was poor, but I had a kicker. I think I had a 12-inch kicker, a kicker sub, and I remember having like an Alpine amp. So it was all mixed matched stuff. And then I had the old CD player when it played the graphics. You guys remember the CD player that played the graphics? I think it had like dolphins or something on it. That was cool. That was cool. Do you have a CD player in the Corolla? No, it's Bluetooth. I put in one of those double dash Bluetooth things now. Grinding, yeah, grinding. That's right. If you guys are a fan of the clips, I found a video. This market is just driving me nuts. I gotta be fully honest with you. This market is just driving me nuts. So I'm trying to like not. I'm waiting on something here. I gotta wait on another setup or wait for golden oil to move or something. But if you guys are a fan of the clips, I'll put this link in the chat. If you're a fan of a little not really old school rap, but pretty awesome. The clips on the tiny desk, pretty awesome. Alpine with the kicker. That's right, Sean MC. Saying 90s Dodge Neon sounded like a cans rattling. So I had a 90s Dodge Neon Rufio that I bought. It blew a. What did it blow? A flywheel. I think it blew a flywheel, right? That was the first car I ever flipped. I bought a car. It had a broken, I think, a flywheel. I remember. It might have been a clutch, but I think it was the flywheel. Anyways, I put a new clutch in it too, I think. But yeah, I bought that car for cheap, and I threw it on the lift. I fixed it myself. Put a new clutch and flywheel in it. Ended up flipping that car. It was purple too. I think it was purple. It was a purple neon, Dodge Neon. The old punch amps. Oh yeah, I remember those. There's your setup in oil. I'm scared. They're just not working tonight. They're just not working. We do have an outside bar here, but it's just crappy. Like this bounce came out of nowhere. To me. I mean, maybe you guys saw something, but as far as no harami, no inside bar, no outside bar, it just came down as 833. It looked like it wanted to hold this low that we were talking about, but I didn't know if it was actually going to do it, and then just whoop. Yeah, the old top of the hour. Yep. Those are awesome Toyota cars. Yeah, that's what I drive now, Rome Dog. I have a 2005 Toyota Corolla that I cannot kill. That's what I drive. No Lambos for me, guys. That Toyota Corolla right there, that 2005, I cannot kill that thing. You cannot kill it. And it gets 36.7 miles a gallon, 36 to 38 miles a gallon. And I just get in it and go. Get in it and go. It's just awesome. What's the package you need to see the 30-second chart on TradingView? I have no idea, Dro. Maybe someone in the chat knows. Package to see the 30-second chart on TradingView. I do not use TradingView except when I do a little back testing, but I don't use it at all. Yeah, you can't kill them. I mean, Glenn, what's some of the cars, while the market's just chopping on the VWAP, what's some of the cars that you guys have been driving or that you drove in high school? Some of you are in high school, but like what's the car you drove in high school? Or what was your very first car? Kind of curious. Your very first car. Mine was a 1980, I think 86 or 87 Toyota pickup. Two-wheel drive. Escort GT 1988. Those things were pretty tough too. A Geo Prism. Let's go. 2012 Toyota Camry, 330,000 miles. Still going, Digital Nukes. Yeah, you can't kill them. Aren't they awesome? I'm a big Toyota events from 2010. Nick Trader, you work for Toyotas, a run forever? Yeah, that's why I drive them too, Nick Trader. My father's a mechanic, and when he buys vehicles to drive, like for himself, he buys Toyotas because he doesn't like working on his own stuff. So, but that's cool. You work for Toyota. I'd like to get a new truck though. I want a new Tacoma, or I would like to have the older generation Tacoma though. I want the I don't know about the new engines though, but they might be all right. Nick Trader would know better than me. I don't know about all that, the turbochargers and all that stuff. Just more stuff to break. 97 Saturn, helpful. I still have a Saturn. What year is that thing? 2000. I have a 2000 Saturn. I'm letting my brother use it right now for DoorDash. I have a 2000 Saturn. SL2. You can't kill that friggin' thing. That thing's pretty tough too for GM. 1975 F100 Wild Boar. That's what you drove to high school? Or that was your first car? Dude, I would love to have one of those trucks now. I love the old Chevy Impala, 97 Mitsubishi, Infiniti 2001. Those are nice looking cars. I saw a newer Infiniti today. Those are nice looking. Yeah, oil breaking out of that outside bar, but little inside bar on NASDAQ. I don't love it right in the middle of this range. Where are we trying to go? Are we actually going to try and break to the upside of the 5-minute ORB, or Honda Accord with flip lights, 1988. 1973 VW Beetle. Chart that. Nice. Grand Am. Impala VW Buzz. First car was an E-Class. Nice. 2007 E-Class. BMW 525. I used to have a BMW 3, I think a 3 Series. Nice car. All-wheel drive. Leather seats. Loaded, you know, heated seats, heated steering wheel. I used to have a BMW. You know, it was nothing fancy. I couldn't afford to fix it though once it broke. I think I lost a water pump, and back then they wanted like $400 or $500 just to buy the water pump. I would have replaced it myself because I work on cars too, and but I just couldn't afford it. You had a Skyline R32 Stevie J. Holy cow, that was your first 240Z, Ford Tempo, Chrysler minivan. Nothing wrong with the old minivans. Love those minivans. Look at this. See, these are not working. These inside bars, you know, they're just not working. '91 Camaro, and then a '94 Z20 crashed a both roof. Yo, I crashed my first car too. I crashed my Toyota. It was like an 80. I think it was like an 86. Had the 22 RE in it. You guys know anything about Toyotas? The little 4-cylinder. Those things were bulletproof. And I ended up crashing it. Fell asleep. Hit a tree. VW Rabbit. I also had a VW. I think I had a Jetta. I think it was a Jetta. Yeah, I had a Jetta. I like that car too. Look at this crap. This is dangerous market, guys. 1980 Buick. 76 Mustang 2. That's pretty sweet. Jeep with the 4-cylinder took forever up steep hills. Yeah, most of the Jeeps had the 6-cylinders, so. My favorite truck that I had was, one of my favorite trucks was I think it was a 1992 Toyota 4-wheel drive. I had 32-inch swampers on it, mud swampers, single cab. It looked just like this. This was when I actually got a job out of high school and I had a little bit of money and not much money. I had a truck and it looked just like this. Just like this red one. It was a sweet little truck. No power though. It was gutless. Gutless. I could, like you said, I could barely get up hills. I had a downshift. It was I think it was a 5-speed. I always had to downshift to get up hills. I will import one from England. You still have producing the Mach 2S. 150,000. I did a lot of research on it. Oh, nice. Lost penny. V6 Taco. Nice. I've never owned a Tacoma. I just owned the, the older pickups. I've never owned an actual Tacoma. I had a 4Runner for a little while, like an 87 4Runner. But drove a 92 Dodge Charger, saved all my money to get a 65 Chevelle Malibu 30 years later. You still have it, Mighty Mouse? You still have your 65 Chevy Malibu? That's awesome. That is so cool. I always said, like, I would love, if I had some FU money, I would love to buy my father, like, his high school car. You know, he drove the 69 Camaro. He had the 69 Camaro, and then I was born, and he traded it for a Subaru. That's not a lie. He had a 69 Camaro. He's always talking about it, and then he traded it for a Subaru when I was born. Because he had me at 19. Yeah, 19. Monte Carlo foot V6. 89 Supra was my first car, Mr. Twin. That's pretty sweet. I used to love those Celicas, even though it wasn't a Supra, but Supras are awesome. But man, when I was younger, people would have those Toyota Celicas, and I'd be like, oh, so jealous. I wanted one of those Celicas. All right, I'm gonna try it for the stream. Short. Short off the outside bar. Let's see if we can make a new low. Let's get into it. Adding here. Eric Lake. Still love Marty's trucks. Back in the Future. I think it was a Toyota. It might have been. All right, DL Smith, take it easy, man. You're a Chevy guy till you die. Yeah, a lot of people are like that. I mean, I like all trucks, cars. You know, everyone has their stuff, but I definitely am a Toyota guy. And unfortunately, AOK for like work trucks, things like that. I do like the Fords, but with that being said, I owned a 2005 Dodge Ram, that Hemi that I bought that was 5 years old, and I ran that for 10 years. I did like that truck. That was pretty good, pretty reliable too. I really didn't have any issues with it, surprisingly, even being a Dodge. But yeah, that was kind of my work truck. Chevy's a nice though. There's some nice, Chevy's a nice, you can't beat the ride in a Chevy. Some of the rides are nice. Even the full-size trucks. Ranger Raptor, yeah, those are sweet. A 2000 Dodge Dakota. I used to have a Dodge Dakota. I had a Dodge Dakota. I also had a Dodge van. That was the same thing as pretty much same drivetrain as a Dodge Dakota. Same engine. I had issues with that one though. I could never get that thing to run right. RX-7. Those were sweet. So I'm short off this outside bar. I'm looking for the low. I don't know if we'll get it, but I'm looking for the low. I'm on a My Funded Futures funded account as well. You learned on a stick? I did too. Toyota Hilux diesels, you can never beat those. They last forever. Yeah, those things were really tough. Imported. Yusuf, I knew you were an inside. I knew you were a Toyota guy. You only trade inside bars. And haramis, right? The Japanese haramis. That's right. Yeah, I learned on a stick. I learned how to drive on a Toyota Tercel. Standard. Oh, RX HX, that's what you learned. I just saw that in the chat. I learned stick on a 4-speed Tercel. That's what I learned. Dude, that's exactly what I learned on. That's so funny. Is this my brother? Sometimes my brother does listen to the chat. Sometimes he's in the chat too, or in the giveaways, I should say. All right, what color was it? What color? Do you remember the color? Mine was, well, I'm not gonna say what mine. What color did you learn? Do you remember? Yours is a Ford Escort. You learn to stick with a Dodge Neon, black 2-door. Okay, yeah, mine was it was like a blood red 2-door. Yeah, it was a blood red Toyota Tercel. That's what I learned to drive on. It was my uncle's old car, and my father, Yeah, I mean, I would just drive it around the parking lot of my father's shop, you know. I would just drive it around the yard. Find out the purple teal. Yeah, I did have that purple neon. Look at this harami here. Come on, man. Learned how to drive my grandfather's 1970 Land Rover Defender, aluminum body, and its little tank. Ended up burning the clutch. Grandfather was pissed. Aluminum body, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. Even back then, 1970, aluminum body. Aluminum bodies are nice up here in the north because of rust, right? Man, rust kills every vehicle around here. My Toyota Corolla is from Florida. That's why it's still going. It's no rust. 2005. My dad has a 2005 Toyota Corolla that he bought brand new. It's practically in a junkyard now just because of rust, but I think he drove it like 360 or almost 400,000. It was pretty close to 400,000. The odometer stops working on the Toyota 2005 Corollas. The odometer stops working, I think, at 300,000. The Tercel wouldn't die. Went through my whole family. Yeah. Yeah, those things were tough. I think what happened with that Tercel, I think my dad loaned it to someone and they crashed it. I want to, maybe I'm making that up in my head, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Love my aluminum F-150 up here in Indy, and my other vehicles rusted out. Yeah, exactly, Mighty Mouse. So I drove for the Postal Service for years, right? 15 years. And I had those stupid mail trucks, right? The Grumman mail trucks. They're a Chevy drivetrain, but then the body is made by Grumman or whatever. And they're all aluminum. And they would just replace the frames and stuff. A lot of those vehicles are from the 80s. The mail trucks that you see, the old ones, they're all from the 80s that you still see today on the streets. And the bodies don't rust, right? Because they're aluminum. But the frames, they just pull the bodies right off the frame. And then they drop the bodies right on a new frame. And you go to the Postal Service warehouse where they store where they work on the vehicles, the maintenance place, and there's just wall-to-wall frames, you know, right from the floor to the ceiling. There's just brand new frames for those trucks. Because the frames rot right out. When you control the mail, you control the information. Rust kills if you live on the beach too. Oh yeah, the salt air, yeah, for sure. That's why they say, like, even in Texas, I don't know, I've never been to Texas, but I think there's I watch like Gas Monkey and things like that, and there's certain parts of Texas where there's a lot of rust. So up short, yeah, 842 on the new contracts, and stops at 858. Looking for the low on the My Funded Futures funded account. If I get stopped out on this, guys, I'm just done on this account until New York, or at least until the volatility picks up, maybe till after Asia Open. So I'm just not getting the momentum. I mean, got a nice little few points off that so far. I mean, it ain't over yet, but what, 5 points? Woo. And kind of looking a little bull flaggish too, which makes me a little nervous. My cousin somehow got a retired mail truck, and because his mom worked for USPS, hilarious seeing him drive around. That's funny, Mighty Mouse. Yeah, and the old before the generation that you see today, the old mail Jeeps that were when they were made by Jeep, those things are pretty cool. Man, I used to blow donuts in those things. Snowstorms. I hated it. I hated it. I'm so happy to do what I'm doing right now. 88 Camry. Oh, I'm sorry, Prince. I just saw your message down there on the mobile side. 88 Camry. That's a tough car too. How you doing? How's the daily payout? My Fun Futures account simplistic video. So I'm still working on this eval. I haven't passed the eval yet, but tonight I am down a G. Tried to long this up in here and pulled back, stopped me out on that eval. So still working on it. I passed this flex, My Fun Futures flex, and I'm waiting on my Apex payouts. So hopefully I can trade those soon. Let's check to see if I got paid out on those yet. Check my email. So I'm on the old legacy accounts from Apex. Oh, I passed an Apex account today, a new one. I got an end of day account. So I ended up passing one, a 50K. So I got to activate that as well. I'm going to add that to my collection. I had a Mint 91 Infinity Q45 in 2007, the Prince. Yeah, those are nice looking cars, man. I actually just saw one. I was at a restaurant. I was out to lunch, and I came out, and there was a Infinity. I don't know what year or anything, but it was sitting there, and I was like, it was done up. You tell the guy took really good care of it. I was like, wow, that's a nice looking car. 2 minutes before the hour, another 4-hour candle. Come on. 33 minutes to 10 chart. It's going to be interesting. Yeah. Bottom of the hour here in just a few minutes. We are right back at my entry. I'm just going to hold my trade. If it hits my stop, so be it. I'm in 6 micros. If it takes out the low, even better. Stops at 858.25. I must be an engineer, contractor, electrical, mechanical engineer. No. No matter if you're snowing or raining. Nope. You gotta be out in it, all of it, all weather. Doesn't matter. Now I show up to work. I roll out of bed, drink some tea to get warmed up, hop on stream, make a few trades. It's great. Oh, getting that pop. Look at that BS. All right, bottom of the hour here. Let's see if we get stopped in 15 seconds. Should see a little bit of a... You were short too, Coach Fred, but just reverse. Yeah. Well, looks like I'm giving up my today's profits so far. Made 400 something today, and looks like I'm trying to give it most of it back. You know, the only thing that sucks about that is, you know, you give back some of the drawdown. Another outside bar here, and looks like we're gonna break to the upside. Oh, that's way too many accounts being stubborn near lows. Yeah, I hear you. I'm just horrible at getting in on like pullbacks and things like that. I'm really bad. Even if I have a general bias of a direction, like if I think, well, we could go short, we could go long, or I think we're going long, or I think we're going lower. I'm really bad at getting in on pullbacks. I never know where to get in, so I always try to go on the momentum. Sometimes you get burned. A little choppy, yeah. 77 bucks after reversing position. Nice, hey, Okato. But yeah, it is a little choppy. I mean, we're just going back and forth along this VWAP. I don't really want to move my stop above this swing high because 62. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. All right, bottom of the hour. My entries on pullbacks have 5 times win rate, probably. Oh, 5 times better win rate, especially because I scalp for Coach Fred. Yeah. Take a look at the 2 minute. Take a look at ES. Take a look at silver. Silver getting a little pop off the outside bar. Let's take a look at CL. CL's dropping. I'd prefer CL to pop, and that way NASDAQ would go down. Gold kind of popping up there. And it looks like we're going to get stopped out here. Yeah, stopped out. Now do we go up and take out this high? You know? Get a little pop off this little trend line break. And then we come right back down. Let's see what we get going. Nah. It's so weird. There's like no momentum. Like you get a break like that, there's no momentum. I'm actually gonna go to the well one more time. On this eval. Going to well right here. NASDAQ long. Breaking this structure here in the 5 minute. Switching to the eval though. Can we finally get some momentum? It's a one way. Looking to take out the high, basically. This might just be I get absolutely chopped up bad kind of night. Pine's listening to the Beach House Space song? Yeah. I don't know what we got going on here. Come on, get up there, NASDAQ. Did I see the truck on Discord? No, I didn't check it. Looking for A70s? Nice. That'd be a nice little win. Oh, nice, Eric Lake. Get up there. Yeah, you need a truck where you live. Look, I see dirt roads. Looks like all dirt roads. Come on, I broke out of this little bit of a consolidation channel here. It broke this trend line. It's gonna dump, probably. Of course it is. I should just, it's this opposite day. Whatever I think, I should just do the opposite. Yeah, sort of, Eric. That's kind of what I'm seeing too. It's trying to break the trend. It's It's almost at 870s. George Costanza do the opposite thing. Exactly. That's exactly what I should do. Every time I think long, I should just hit the sell button. But this is a good trade so far. See money, take money. I'm probably playing my P&L a little bit. I'm down quite a bit on this eval. She slays. Naz just passed an Apex 50K end of day account. Let's go. On the Discord, guys. If you guys haven't joined the Discord, put the link in the chat. Well, it was a nice 10 points off that play, 200 bucks. I'm looking for a little more. Maybe I should just take the 200 bucks and run. At this point, 100 bucks. Congratulations on the passing the Apex 50K. If you're listening. Oh yeah, you're right there. She trades 242. Nice. Good luck. That's a good account to have too. The end of day trailing. We like that. Guys, the Apex sale is extended. If you guys are trading with Apex, it's extended to the 20th. Still 85% off. Use code PINE. I appreciate it. Isn't it funny when you're trading Globex, like a 20 point, 30 point candle during New York, like off a push like this would have been nothing. Here I am sitting like, I made 10 points and I'm like, oof, ripping. Might have to chip away at this. Here's what I'm gonna do. Chipping away. Taking off 5 there. Taking off 5. Let the rest run. Nice trade, guys. Finally caught a nice one. About 15 points right now. Looking for more. Even a blind squirrel catches a nut every once in a while, right? But basically what I was looking at is just that trend break finally off the outside bar. So that's what I was looking at. We saw that put in that reversal in the outside bar. This one failed. Put in this one, and then we had that trend line. And I basically just tried to hop in. Still thinking 86% of the time we take out this 5-minute ORB. So each side gets broken 86% of the time. Doesn't have to be during this session. It could be during New York too. But it might be what we're going for now. There's that 870 target. My short or long? It's long. Thanks for trading right now, Kenshin. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for being here. Minwoo. When you start over with Apex, do you need to purchase a challenge account again? When you start over with it, do you need to purchase it? Yeah, so when you start over, you need to purchase one again. Or window. I'm waiting on my payouts, so. Thank you, Coach Fred. Stops at break even. We'll see. It was also a beautiful trade off the 2 minute. I'm looking at the 2 minute too. That outside bar. I've been looking at the 2 minute chart on NQ. I've been doing a little scalp practicing at night sometimes. And I'm not using the inside bars. I'm using the outside 2 minute bars. That's what I've been trading off from. So if you guys are interested in trading off a 2 minute chart, I've been looking at these 2 minute NASDAQ outside bars, which are pretty interesting. The MES, as far as the inside bars, work pretty well on 2 minute. But man, it started off really choppy tonight. But it's kind of like what Forex Ike was saying today on My Funny Futures TV. When I trade these ES inside bars on a 2 minute, I see money. I'm taking money because it usually happens pretty quick. You know, once it starts to break, it just kind of like goes. So that's what I've been looking for on the MES. Well, don't stop me out at break even now. Keep going. What'd you say about blind girls finds? No. Be whopping your favorite. No, yo, Jim. Am I short or long? I'm long. Thank you, Eric Lake. Let's see where I'm at. The way I get it funded, but never got paid yet. Minwoo. Yeah, I'm still waiting on mine too. So I'm on the old legacy accounts too, so take a little bit longer. Took about 5 business days last time. I just stopped out break even on the runners. Got a little bit back, but top of the hour here in about 10 minutes. Is it gonna run without me? I gotta take off that order. Eeh. Maybe I shouldn't have moved. We talked about it earlier about those break-even stops. Probably shouldn't have done that. Most people take 6 months to 2 years for starting profits, first payout. Oh, you're talking about like getting your very first payout, Minwoo? Sorry, I kind of misunderstood. Yeah, I mean, guys, it took me 3.5 years to get one payout. I didn't trade prop firms like I do today as much, and I didn't have the options. But yeah, it took me 3.5 years to get my very first payout. Now it's like I'm getting payouts. Just this year alone, somewhere around Yeah, I'm gonna be around 95, 90. If I get approved from Apex, I'll be right around 90, probably right around 93,000 this year, just in payouts, just this year. So you just gotta you just gotta try to keep at it as best you can. You know, my expenses this year, because you guys should know the expenses, but it's right around 35,000. And most of that is resetting take profit trader accounts. Like a bozo. So, but you know, you kind of treat it like a business. And I mean, you do treat it like a business. You try to take your payouts and you invest into more accounts. Like right now, you guys haven't seen me go ham on buying accounts. I mean, right now, I don't have Lucid accounts right now that I'm trading. I have my, 10, 11 Apex funded accounts. I have this funded account on my funded futures. And I have 2 Take Profit Trader Pro funded accounts. My main focus right now is getting those Take Profit Trader Pros over the buffer. That's the main goal, so. Thank you, DGen. Yeah, I really don't like it's funny like I see so much crap on Twitter and like Ike was saying, you know, it's like my bank account doesn't care about negative R&R trades. Like it's kind of true, right? Like I'm not trying to earn and burn accounts or anything like that. I'm trying to hold on to my funded accounts as long as possible and try to get as many payouts as possible. Because for one, I hate doing evals. So I hate trying to pass evals. That's what's nice about straight to funded. So if I do have a little bit of money, I'll get a Tradeify straight to funded account or a Lucid straight to funded account without question. If I feel like I'm getting some good payouts, like if I let's just say I got $4,500 in Tradeify payouts, which I just got last week. You know, I got a $4,500 payout. I will take some of that money sometimes, depending on what I have in my own life as far as bills, and I'll just buy some straight to funded accounts with like Lucid or something. So that way I don't have to try to pass those accounts. Because if I have all funded accounts, I trade much better because I try to be a lot more patient. And when I'm trading evals, I'll tend to trade them a little more aggressively so I can get a pass more quickly. And that just leads to poor trading. You know, it leads to over leveraging, things like that, which I shouldn't be doing. So I really try to, if I have, at one point, the best payout I had was just taking those straight to funded accounts, knowing that I had a certain amount invested, which was, you know, a fair amount at the time. I think it was like $900 in one shot when I bought a bunch of 25K straight to funded accounts with a prop firm that we don't talk about anymore. And I treated those just like how I'm kind of treating my Apex accounts. Just looking for $100, $200 maybe in a day. And yeah, just like calling it, you know. All right, we're gonna breach that high. We got 5 minutes before Tokyo Open. I don't know if we put in a triple top here or we actually go and break that 5-minute ORB. It feels like we want to go break that 5-minute ORB now. Now that I got stopped at a break even right there, it feels like I got bottom ticked. First payout, such a good feeling. Yes, very first payout I ever got was with Apex. And I've told this story before, but maybe I'll inspire some of you guys. I was on vacation and ended up you know, only trying to make like 1 or 2 trades in the morning and being done. And so I would trade the New York Open, make a few trades, like maybe like 1 or 2 trades. If I made $200 or $300, $400, I was done. And I managed to string together like 8 days in a row. And next thing you know, I got a payout. And that was my very first payout. And I couldn't believe it. And then you know what? I got a payout right at like another week and a half later. I got another payout. And guess what? The vacation continued. I booked another month. Like I was on vacation, like I was self-employed, but like, cause I was full-time trading or trying to full-time trade. And I was doing DoorDash and all kinds of stuff, you know? And I ended up just booking another month down in Florida in the Airbnb and stayed at another month because I didn't want to go back in the winter. And I just got like $8,000 or $9,000 in payouts. I was like, holy cow, this is great. That was with Apex. So that was, years ago. And now it's, you know, now I just keeping the grind. I'm staying on the grind. This year right now is starting out to be one of the best years I've had so far, but there's always room for a downturn too, you know, like you're going to go through ups and downs as a trader. There's a lot of traders that have come out and within a month or two has gotten a payout. And I can tell you right now that I've seen them personally. They've gotten a payout within the first month of trading. They're on top of the world, and guess what? They're gone and they're disappeared. They'll never trade again. It's just because they lost. They end up getting a little too confident and end up losing all their money. Now, hopefully they come back because they have something there, but I've also seen a lot of people just go and never come back. So that's the unfortunate reality. I think a lot of the best traders end up losing a lot of money at first and then end up not giving up and overcoming that adversity and being able to overcome it and then, you know, keep going. Because like I said, the only reason why I'm still trading today is because I just haven't given up. That's the only reason. It's not because I have any magic sauce or any secret indicator or a guru that I'm working with. It's just, you're just too stubborn to give up, I guess. Because this stuff is friggin' hard. It's hard. You know? All right, Eric Lake, talk to you later. Sorry, I was on one of my pine tree rants. Do you think trading full time is a good idea for young new? Do I think trading full time, Trader Pro? It all depends on So here's the bottom line, guys. You cannot trade without money. Even if you're trading props, you can't trade without money. You know, it takes money to do this. It takes the better financial security that you have, the better off you're gonna be when it comes to trading. Like I, you know, have no debt. We're gonna run that friggin' high. We run that freaking high. Son of a bitch. Sorry for my language. What the frig? I try not to swear too much on the show, but God, stop me out to break even on that runner. That's why, like Alpine Trader said the other day, that's why I hate break even trades. I said the same thing earlier to someone. Someone says about the break even trades. I hate break even trades. Corey the phone trader in the house. What's up, man? Sorry, I haven't been paying much attention to the chat. I was focusing on that trade, but unreal. Anyway, so yeah, so I was getting back. It's really tough to go full time. Now, not to say that you can't do it, but to have another source of income. And like I was saying before, I own everything I have. I have no mortgage. I have no car payment. I drive a 2005 Toyota Corolla. You know, I'd like to buy a new truck soon, but I still drive a 2005 Toyota Corolla. I don't have any toys. I don't have snowmobiles, four-wheelers. I don't have motorcycles. I don't have any of that stuff. I built my house from scratch with these hands right here, and with some help of my family. But yeah, I built my own house, and I own everything I got. So to me, to getting the full-time trading was, I had I'll tell you exactly what I had. I had about $90,000 in my savings account, cash, liquid, debt-free. Went full-time trading the first time and lost over 70 something $1,000 in one shot, or 2 days. So I lost over $70,000 in 2 days trading options, and that ruined me. So guess what I had to do? Go back to work. So I went back to work and ended up coming back and doing it. I invested in some real estate property when I was working for the Postal Service. I ended up fixing up one of those real estate properties. Ended up being able to sell it for a good chunk of change during the pandemic. And after I maxed out every single credit card I had over that like 8-9 months while I was trying to figure it out, and ended up selling that house for a nice profit, and I was able to get back into full-time trading again. In the meantime, while I was fixing up the house, I was still trading. I was still trading as much as I could. But look at this price action, guys, and practicing. But yeah, anyways, I mean, that's the story. And part of being on vacation down in Florida was because I sold that house, and so that was part of the celebration. Is I ended up booking a Airbnb down in Florida for a month during the winter. And if you live up in Maine, you want to get out of the winter in Maine. And my dream had always been to snowbird someplace warm, and so I ended up booking a Airbnb down in Florida for a month, and continued to trade off my laptop, and ended up getting my very first payout down there, and ended up getting right around $9,000 in payouts. It was something like it was two Apex accounts, and it was $2,000 a pop, and that was $4,000. That was 250Ks, and then I had two 150Ks, and ended up getting a payout on those. And then I ended up booking more. Yeah, Maine originally. That's why the pantry. Yeah, that's how I got my name, Sacred Stonks. Yeah, I'm still from Maine, Sacred Stonks. That's where my house is. That's where my house is, in Maine. That's where my whole family from Maine. Same with Mr. Zink on my Finding Futures TV. Wow, market's coming down here, so quite the yeah, space is real money. I always say that, real money. Yeah, because $70,000 in options, real money. You live in Maine now? Nice, Sacred Stonks. Whereabouts in Maine? You don't have to say the town, but if you don't want to. I live, my house is up in around Augusta area. I worked for the Augusta post office for 15 years. I lived in Augusta for a while. But Trade Pro, I would say, like, because you're a new father and maybe you're taking care of your new kid or whatever, great time to practice and all that. Southern Maine, nice. York County, nice. Yeah, I'm a little further north. All right, guys, so down on this eval, up $62 on the funded. that's where I'm at. Didn't get stopped out at break even on the funded, which was nice. You can see right here, broke, ended up taking out the high, ended up getting that money back that I was down and then some. So where it matters, right? But yeah, still got beat up on that funded on the eval. So made 1,500 on it today, down 964. So really nasty price action in my opinion. As you know, stuff that I look for. But like I said, to each his own. It's so funny. Like when you're like if you're co-hosting or something with another streamer or people in the chat, it's like you both can make money on a long, and one might be long, one might be short. They both make money, right? So it all depends on like what style you trade. For me, I was looking for the breakouts, breakdowns, and I kept getting stopped. I tried to take the breakout, looking here on this Harami here. That was the first trade, ended up getting stopped out down to the low. Then I ended up trying again and got stopped out. Tried again off this inside bar, got stopped out. Waited, and then finally ended up hopping in. And nailing a nice trade there. So it's okay to take, see, you can see it right here. Tried that, got stopped on this funded. And if you go to the micros, same thing. Tried the long there, got stopped. Tried to short here, got stopped. Forgot about that one. And then finally I caught the long off that, basically off the inside bar, but the structure break. It's a little change in structure. That's what I was really looking at. And then just hopped in long, looking for that ORB high, and then ended up taking it out. 2 minis. Took one off at a quick, right around 10 points, and then ended up running that high. So full transparency there. That's it for me tonight. I feel a little off from the market. To be honest with you, I've been feeling a little off, period. Nothing to be concerned about, but yeah, I kind of had some things going on outside of the markets, little health things, but no, I'm fine. I just feel off a little bit, so it's all good. We'll be back here. Actually, guys, tomorrow, My Funded Futures TV, 10 a.m. I've been seeing a lot of familiar faces. I want to see you guys tomorrow as well, and hopefully, yeah, and I'll be back tomorrow night too. And then I don't know if I might be covering for My Funded Futures at a later time too. But yeah, tomorrow 10 a.m. for sure. So just for 30 minutes, guys, just come hang out with me for 30 minutes tomorrow morning. I try to look for a trade. I try to trade today. I've caught some really nice trades while I've been on that stream. I tried one today. That's just break off this Harami, and it wicked me out, and then it flushed, which kind of aggravated me, but it is what it is. It's tough to get in a trade on that 30 minutes, especially on the 5-minute time frame, because you only have so many 5-minute bars. But luckily it's during the New York Open, and we usually manage to catch some things. I ended up catching 99 points on YM the other day, caught over 50 something points the other day as well, just in that little time block. And so we try. Thanks for being here, guys, tonight. Please use code PINE, right? So use code PINE if you'd like to help support this channel. I greatly appreciate it. I mean, that's why I'm here, right? I mean, you guys are here. You guys show up every single night. Smash that like button, and we'll do it again tomorrow, right? So use code PINE. I appreciate the support. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the Discord. If you have any questions about prop firms, whatever. And come in My Funded Futures TV tomorrow and ask some questions too. So, all right, guys. See you later. Peace.
Inside bars only.
Later.
Let's work.
I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk of fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah, we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk to find, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on the deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators cluttering my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins, consistency.